Okay. Hello, each and every one of you. This is May the 19th. This is my baby boy Eddie graduation, and his sister, his oldest sister Jasmine, rode up here from Memphis to be here for support for her baby brother. And I want to ask her questions while she here, and different questions about her life, different questions of what motivated her to be what she is today and to be able to get through so many obstacles. So I'm finna try to turn this camera over. Let me see. I don't see it turning, so I'm gonna turn it like this. Okay, Jasmine. Okay, first of all, I want to ask you, growing up, with you being with your grandmama raising you, how did that make you feel? And when did you realize it? Because I knew before you even knew, because you was a baby, so you didn't know. So when you came to the realization that what was really going on, how did it make you feel when you was little? Did you feel a certain way when you was little, or did it wait till you get grown to feel, not grown, but a teenager to feel, however did you feel? I want to talk about that.
My grandmother raised me with love. I felt love. I just felt wholesome. I was blessed with a grandma. Didn't have to work, so she was able to fix us lunch, dinner, and stuff like that. So as growing up, I always felt love. I always had the Christmas. She just wasn't the parent to go take us out. That's when you came and played. We went out here, we went here, we went everywhere. We enjoyed ourselves. I say around 12, 13, I started noticing other girls and stuff, how they dress and stuff, and how they fix their own hair, how they start doing stuff. And I started to feel some type of way because I ain't had nobody to show me how to do that. And I used to look at pictures of my mom, and I noticed how she dressed beautiful. She always had the rings on. Her was all nice and all that stuff. And it was like, I just wish I was taught that. Growing up, my grandma taught me love. But how to dress, how to, put this with this and how to do that, I wasn't taught that. So I had to grow up learning it. I had to grow up learning how to make sure I take care of my feet, make sure I take care of myself, because I wasn't taught that. And I resented my mom for a long time because, hey, you doing the thing. You dress nice, you look cute, and that's some of the stuff that I could have learned growing up as a teenager. My daughter is actually doing that now. And I had to learn in my 20s. And my daughter is learning that from me. And to be honest, some of the stuff she teach me. So I did resent. I resented it a lot. Because I felt like there was a part when the mother, you can be raised by your grandmother, and like the stuff that she taught me, it brought me this far. Never got arrested, never got in trouble, never ran into nobody, never got to fighting. She raised me with love, so I know how to handle myself. But as far as being a feminine woman and certain stuff I had to learn on my own.
So okay, all right, okay. And also, Jasmine, I'm gonna ask you, being a teenage mother, how did that make you feel? Was it who made you feel the worst as being a teenage mother? Was you treated bad going to school, being a mother, in the family, or did anybody make you feel bad by you being a teenage mama? And what would you want to tell other mothers that's teenagers that's feeling like they all alone, they thrown away, should they get abortion? What you want to tell them?
Push. It's not easy. Ain't nobody finna babysit your feelings and tell you that, you can dress babies up in bow ties and this, that, and the other. It's hard. It's not easy at all. It's hard. It's hard, and it was traumatizing me going to school. And when I made the decision to stop going to school just to take care of my kids, just to take care of Jonathan, it was a hard decision because I used to walk past her taking my son to the doctor, and people, hey, when you coming back to school? I'm not. It was hard watching my friends live their innocence. No children, just be innocent children. And here I am, a mother. I have to be responsible for someone. That's not easy at all. It's hard, and people don't know the like the how extreme it is. You're 15 years old, 16 years old. You're supposed to be wondering how you gonna get your hair and how you gonna do this and do that. But you wondering, okay, I gotta go get my wig for my child. I gotta go do this and do that. And then people just, they talked about me. I was talked about, in the family. I was asked, to raise. I had a couple people asked to raise my child. And I said, no, we're going to do this together. And I'm thankful for the grandmother that I have, because she said, no, we got this together. And growing up and becoming, and having teenagers of my own, you don't know how much of an inconvenience and burden it is getting pregnant in the household and somebody have to help you raise that child. It don't just affect you, it affects everybody in that household. And I had to go to my grandma one time and I had to apologize. I said, Mom, I got pregnant when I was 15, I got pregnant again when I was 18, and it had to be hard on you. And I apologize, and I want to thank you for being there and riding it out with me. It done got easier now, but it was hard. I ain't gonna sit and tell nobody it's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to listen to the people talk about you. The people, what you want to do. Do you want to do this? Do you want to stop going to school? Do you want to have abortion? Do you want to do this, that, and the other? It's rewarding now because I love my kids. I won't regret it, and I feel like, it's so much easier and it's so much rewarding now because my son don't play about me. My boys don't play about me. My boys love me. They love their grandma. They love their family. And just to see the product of what you produce in the struggle, their ways and how they look and how they respect their elderlies, how they talk to people, how they never in mess, and how they just, and even see my oldest son with his girlfriend, how he treat her like a princess. And it's like, you did that. And no man helped raise him and do that. And, and I know with that, still sometimes, even though Jonathan is grown, when we just went to the gun range and it was a father teaching his son how to shoot the gun, and I was there with my son, and my son was showing me how to shoot a gun. And I still get in my feelings about that because that was something your father was supposed to be doing with you. So I feel like that's a feeling that'll never go away, is that you wish you would have made better decisions. When I go to a graduation and I only see it just me, my daddy, and the guy I was talking to at the time at the graduation, and you look over and it's 30 people supporting this one child, it just makes you think about your decisions. But it's not easy. It's not easy. But I know my auntie Marie, she told me one thing that stuck with me for all my life, and that's sacrifice. That's one thing you're gonna do when you have a child, especially at a young age. Sacrifice. And she told me it been time where they was riding, even in St. Louis, everybody buying White Castle burgers and this and another. And she was like, I had to buy some ground beef so I could feed me, Tam, and Robert Lee and fix us burgers together. I couldn't afford to take my money and go and buy some White Castle like everybody else. I had to think for other people. I couldn't just think for me. And that stuck with me. And that's going to stick with you for the rest of your life. I don't care if they're grown. It comes with sacrifice.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to part 2 now.